Hi everybody. Today I come to you from a beautiful location here in Sydney. I'm at DY at the iconic DY Ocean Pool. It's 50 metres long. It's at the southern end of the beach and it's one of the most beautiful beaches on the east coast of Australia. Don't know if you can see out there, but there's a pod of dolphins just making their way to us. There's got to be about 40 or 50 dolphins in that pod, and they're coming towards these surfers. So I'll just keep on focusing on them so you can enjoy their frolicking in this winter surf. But whilst I've got you here, I want to talk about another topic which is near and dear to my heart. Many years ago I heard this saying that God gives all people rocks at the beginning of their lives, an abundance of rocks, and it's up to each person to use those rocks as they see fit. Some people use those rocks to build walls, to isolate themselves from family, friends and society. Other people use those rocks to build bridges, to connect with people, family, friends, communities, and they become the magic glue that binds people together. And yet there are other people who use those rocks to throw at each other in warfare. And we've seen all these types of people throughout our lives. We see it in families, and it rears its ugly head from time to time, where you see siblings no longer on talking terms. But the message today is quite clear. And me being a father and a family man, the last thing I want is for my children not to be talking to each other or hating each other's guts. All parents want their children to love each other. They want their children to get on, and that is probably the greatest test of a family, is the ability for them to get on with each other through good times and bad times, and to support each other throughout their lifetimes. I've seen a few posts lately about racial issues, and the point that and with what's happening in the US, and people are taking the moral high ground, and my position is quite simple. It doesn't matter what happens around us. The most important place for us to show our charity, show our love and understanding, is the family home, the family. How many people treat their family members, their partner, their children, their parents, their friends, their co-workers? How many individual people treat them with equality? Now, if we're not treating our partner equally, if we're not treating our children with respect and equality, what's the use? What's the use of getting on the bandwagon and wanting everybody else to treat an amorphous mass of people equally, when we can't even practice it in our own homes? Those dolphins are having a great time out there. When I was at IBM many years ago, I recall one of the executives saying that in order to treat people equally, you need to be discerning and treat them differently. Because if you treat everybody equally, you will not be treating them equally. because we need to give and take depending on people's strengths, depending on people's capabilities. Now, we can't treat everybody equally. We need to be forgiving and watch these surfers here, and to give people an opportunity to express themselves and be who they are without them feeling as if it's impossible for them to be their true gift. Anyway, that's my message for today, and I'll just reiterate it and finish up. God gives everybody rocks at the beginning of their lives to use. Some people use those rocks to build walls, to isolate themselves, to make themselves unapproachable. Others use those rocks to build bridges, to network and connect with people, and yet others use those rocks in warfare, just to attack each other. So choose wisely how you use those rocks. Make sure that your children are aware of how those rocks are best used and the consequences that come with misuse of the rocks that you get at birth. From Jim's 5 a.m. club, I say have a great day, wishing you all the best, and to continue to remind yourself that we're healthy, we're happy, we're alive, we are well, and we feel great. Never take life for granted. It is a gift. Make the most of it. Until next time, see you later, and we'll chat again tomorrow at 5 a.m. Bye for now.